We are now back for our 201st parade.
Yay! Came out to celebrate.
We have a beautiful city here, and everyone loves this time of year.
6,000 on foot, 300 units, and 50 floats.
It's so special because it's Savannah, and it represents tradition, heritage, and family.
As we come on the air, Savannah's St. Patrick's Day Parade is just hours away. We are live here at Leopold's Ice Cream on Broughton Street. For 2 decades, this very location has had a front row seat to the big parade. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Shannon Royster.
And I'm Bray Coy. The parade begins tomorrow, so if you want to set your calendar and your clocks, the parade begins tomorrow starting at 10:15. WJCL 22's news coverage will begin 15 minutes earlier at 10 o'clock in the morning. And the man of distinction, the Grand Marshal this year, is Jay Burke III.
WJCL 22 News will have live team coverage on the parade route tomorrow starting at 10:15 in the morning. Right now we are taking a live look outside at downtown Savannah. Yes, it is a wet one, but this is where thousands of people will line the streets for the parade bright and early in the morning. And with that, let's check in right now with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Nelson.
Jeremy, at some point there's going to be a rainbow, and at the end of that rainbow is going to be a pot of gold with the city of Savannah's name on it.
Yeah, and I think our luck will be tomorrow with a sun-tastic St. Patrick's Day forecast. We just need to get the showers and thunderstorms out of here, so let's show you the setup on our Storm Tracker 22 radar network right now. This is across coastal Georgia, still some downpours, nothing severe out there, and then one trailing line that goes from northern Montgomery County into the northern areas of Screven County. Umbrella on standby this evening, still Bryan and Chatham County, some rain to work through. A little steadier downpour right now on Tybee Island. We have the gray skies right now. There have been a couple breaks in the rain from time to time, but 67 degrees right now with south wind at 5 to 10. The wind will be a big story for St. Patrick's Day. No concerns with rain, but look at that winds as the parade steps off, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Full sunshine as we move into the afternoon with temperatures a little bit on the cool side in the 60s. We'll walk you through the hour-by-hour forecast and talk more about St. Patrick's Day coming up. You can take with our free resource. It's the home of the area's certified most accurate forecast, the free WJCL 22 News app.
All right, Jeremy, thanks so much. Well, today, city and military officials gathered for the Sergeant William Jasper Memorial Ceremony and Parade.
Yeah, and WJCL 22 News' weekend anchor Andy Cole attended this event. Andy, this is a very important ceremony because it pays tribute to all military members, past and present.
And despite the rain, the committee wanted to make sure they could honor those who answered the call to service, particularly that of Sergeant William Jasper. Now, Jasper was a Revolutionary War hero of the 2nd South Carolina Regiment. His heroism in raising the flag at Fort Moultrie while under heavy fire earned him lasting fame, according to the committee. Tonight marked the 47th year honoring Jasper and all veterans. Typically, the ceremony starts with a march before a ceremony in Madison Square. Leaders from Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, and all branches of the military were there, alongside the Limerick Pipe and Drums and 3rd ID Band. Savannah Mayor Van Johnson told the crowd what Jasper means to him 200 years on.
A young man who was 100% Irish, 100% American, and 100% a patriot, who stands as a reminder many, many years after his heroic acts and after his passing of the things that really are the most important. Love of God, love of country, love of family, and willingness to sacrifice for those things that matter.
And Sergeant Jasper died here during the Siege of Savannah in October 1779. He's been honored with a permanent monument in Madison Square. I'll send it back to you.
Andy Cole, thanks so very much. Well, you know what? The city of Savannah has been getting ready for this big celebration for months now. they tend to refer to it as our version of the Super Bowl.
Well, as WJCL 22 News' Lydia Blackstone reports, public safety is top of mind.
We will have SWAT, GBI, and SPD bomb squads.
8 additional units. That includes our hazmat and our Marine unit.
Savannah's public safety leaders are bringing out extra security measures for the 2025 St. Patrick's Day celebrations. They're taking no chances.
Public safety is the greatest service that we can provide every day, and especially on our major special events, which is the point of our task force.
City Manager Jay Melder is talking about the new task force that he created about a month ago in light of the New Orleans terrorist attack.
Really prompted us to make sure that we're on our P's and Q's when it comes to preparedness.
SPD is doing thorough risk assessments, which showed the need for water barrels on the parade route, as well as River Street and City Market.
To ensure that vehicle-borne attacks such as we saw in New Orleans are not a concern.
And for residents who choose to forego celebrations, Savannah Police Chief Lenny Gunther wanted to remind them they haven't forgotten about other safety needs outside of downtown.
In all of our precincts, we'll have appropriate staffing.
Lydia Blackstone, WJCL 22 News.
Savannah's St. Patrick's Day Parade is one of the most anticipated events in the city, but its history is much deeper than just a festive event. In fact, the celebration traces its roots all the way back to the early 1800s.
We're talking about centuries, really, when you stop and think about it. WJCL 22 News' Frank Solikowski. It takes a look at how we got here.
The hostess city is gearing up to celebrate over 201 years of parades and festivities.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
The city of Savannah's St. Patrick's Day Parade, not only a grand celebration, it's a tradition deeply rooted in history.
We can safely say that the Irish helped lay the foundation for the city.
That is correct. That is correct. Over 200 years ago.
Father Patrick O'Brien, a former parade grand marshal, moved to Savannah from Ireland in 1969.
Why Savannah? Why is St. Patrick's Day so special, so big here in Savannah?
You must remember when the Irish left and came over here, many of them worked their way on the ships down to the south and settled in Savannah. And they had no money. They were working their way. And so many of them, the cobblestones on River Street were laid by the Irish.
For Father O'Brien, the celebration is about more than just a parade or party. It's about honoring the faith and the legacy of St. Patrick.
The faith that Patrick gave us. We're not coming for just a party. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your ancestry. And thank God that you're still living it.
Frank Solikowski, WJCL 22 News.
Incredible to see how much history is tied to the celebration that dates back well into the 1800s. Make sure that you visit WJCL.com or download the WJCL 22 News app, because that way you can watch the St. Patrick's Day Parade live at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, after the break, we are live with a group of Irish dancers. Stay with us. We're going to have that coming up after the break. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm Greg Coy, and we are outside with the Legacy Irish Dancers. What would St. Patrick's Day be without some Irish dancers? And we have some of the best here from Legacy Irish Dancers. Tara Shea is joining us right now. How long? You guys have been dancing for quite a long time.
Yes, sir, around 20 years.
And what's the enjoyment? What's the thrill of this?
Every day is a fun day, even when you're training.
Even when you're training.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me about performing tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day. It must be like the Oscars, the grand show of them all.
Yes, sir. Performance-wise, I think this is the biggest crowd we can get, and everyone's excitement just adds to our own.
Okay. Well, we want to see what you can do, and so we're going to let the Irish dancers here. Let's see. We have Tara Shea, we have Savannah, and your name is? Fiona. Fiona. We're going to let them perform for you right now. Ladies, please. The Legacy Irish Dancers performing for you here today on WJCL 22 News special edition of St. Patrick's Day. We hope you enjoyed them. They'll be performing tomorrow during the parade.
And Greg, because I'm inside, I couldn't see them, but they sounded fantastic. Right now, we want to check in once again with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Nelson. Jeremy, it was sort of a washout today, but we're hoping for better days tomorrow with the St. Patrick's Day parade. Lots of sunshine, hopefully.
Yeah, skies will start clearing out tonight, and we'll start tomorrow morning mostly clear. Sunshine throughout the day. You'll feel the change, though, in the temperatures. It's going to be cooler, 52 in the morning. By the time the parade steps off at 10:15, a breeze northwest 15 to 25, highs top out into the middle 60s. We're trying to get the rain out here. We have one more wave that's going to move right over downtown, River Street, the historic area of Savannah, and then that will be it. So the rain will be wrapping up this evening by 8 p.m. A leftover shower to the north. Most of the rain is off from our coastline. And then we'll start to see decreasing clouds tomorrow morning as you're rushing the squares. Breeze starts to pick up. The good news, though, that keeps the sand gnats away as you're down there. The squares will be a little bit damp from today's rain. And then 10 a.m. when the parade's beginning, there's those winds to the west-northwest, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine during the afternoon. Now let's talk about the wind. At 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, these are forecast wind gusts around or a little bit over 20 miles per hour. Peaking at 25 to 30 or so throughout the day. This is at 10 a.m. It's going to be windy during the St. Patrick's Day parade. Heading into the afternoon, those wind gusts still above 20 miles per hour, and then gradually starting to ease up as we go into the evening hours on Monday. Let's talk temperatures. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., lots of low 50s across the area. As we go to 10 a.m., mid 50s, an extra layer, a sweatshirt, a light jacket. I would bring that with down to the parade route. And by 4 p.m., low to mid 60s across the area, and then cooling things down quite a bit Monday night into Tuesday with lows in the upper 30s to the low 40s. Let's get straight to the area's only 10-day forecast. Irish eyes are smiling on us tomorrow with the dry weather, the sunshine out there, and a sun-tastic stretch of weather through Wednesday. Slight chance of showers on Thursday, and then by Monday, or coming up through next weekend into that following Monday, the sunshine gives way to our next chance of showers and thunderstorms, but it's all about the dry weather for tomorrow. Hilton Head, Tybee Island, your very own 10-day forecast. 60s for tomorrow and Tuesday, then some low 70s on Wednesday, and just a slight chance of showers Thursday. Looking ahead to the weekend, it's dry, and then that next chance of showers and thunderstorms coming in by about day 8 with slightly milder weather with highs into the low 70s. We did have showers and thunderstorms. Waves of those moved through our area today. Our Storm Tracker 22 forecaster Jada Russell is out there in front of Leopold's right now on Broughton Street, and let us know what we can expect for the rest of this evening and tonight.
Hey, Jeremy, it's definitely gloomy and wet outside, and we'll expect a couple more showers overnight tonight, but that hasn't killed any of the fun that's going on downtown. There's a great group of folks outside of Leopold, but if you are planning to get out to tomorrow's parade, like he said, it'll be breezy, it'll be cool, we'll be in the 60s for most of the day, but that morning it'll be around 55 degrees. So if you are headed out to the parade tomorrow, you might want to bundle up and make sure you're holding on to your hats and your headbands, as it will be about 15 to 25 miles per hour of that wind.
Jada, thank you. We got a chance to meet the owner, Leopold's Ice Cream, Stratton Leopold. One of my few decadencies that I love is ice cream, and it's yours in particular. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's St. Patrick's Day, so Guinness, why not?
Right, okay.
But before we talk about the Guinness, let's talk about this new tradition that you have here. Now, we have the greening of the fountain. We know about that, but now you're starting
the greening of the milkshake.
What is that all about? Tell
It's
us.
wonderful. We make a green milkshake.
Oh.
And it's, you know, you think about greening of the fountain. And I remember back in 1961 when we tried to green the river.
Oh, wow.
It didn't work. But I thought, well, we have a green fountain, we have a soda fountain, I have a green milkshake.
Oh, I love it. You could just come in and ask for it. Can
That's
you
it.
green my milkshake?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
We will do that.
And one of the things I've been tasting between commercial break is a limited edition Guinness flavor ice cream that you have during St. Patrick's Day. And again, I've been sampling. I love it. It's great.
Well, thank you. It actually is Guinness, which we we heat it up to get the alcohol out of it, so we don't have youngsters falling over. But it's Guinness ice cream.
And it tastes absolutely fabulous. How in the world did you come up with this idea?
The same way with the green milkshake. I just thought of it.
And it works.
It works.
Typical of Leopold ice cream, everything he does, it works.
Well, enjoy, y'all. Enjoy it.
The city of Savannah marking a historic milestone ahead of this year's St. Patrick's Day parade. A look at the new friendship agreement with Limerick, Ireland. Before this year's St. Patrick's Day, the city of Savannah entering into a new historic friendship agreement with Limerick, Ireland, a city that has a lot of historic and cultural ties right here to coastal Georgia. WJCL 22 News' Brooke Butler reports the goal is to strengthen the ties between these two cities.
I'm just really excited to see what happens in the future, what comes of it.
The ink is dry on a new friendship agreement between Savannah and Limerick, one that promises to foster cultural, educational, and economic connections.
I think all friendship agreements go back to probably a friend. And there's a man, I think he's well known in Savannah these days in the Irish community, called Marty Hogan.
Hogan, a member of the Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee, has family from Limerick. He says this partnership has been in the works for quite some time.
Well, this was like a 30-year quest with different mayors, Mayor Floyd Adams and other mayors, but Mayor Van Johnson and Mayor John Moran are the ones who put it together.
Hogan feels the agreement made a lot of sense given the commonalities between the two cities.
The same population, it has a river, it has an airport, it has the cultural similarities.
Limerick Mayor John Moran also sees potential in this collaboration, noting shared challenges like housing. He hopes the agreement becomes a platform for mutual learning and opportunities.
We're talking about sharing policy ideas between the two sort of town halls on how we can deal with some of the challenges we have in urban planning and the growth of the city.
Savannah city leaders went to Limerick to sign the friendship agreement. Moran says he's now working with Mayor Van Johnson to plan a Savannah visit.
He's absolutely insistent that I have to plan to go to Savannah for St. Patrick's Day next year, so it's on the cards.
Brooke Butler, WJCL 22 News.
All right, I am here inside the wonderful ice cream shop, Leopold's Ice Cream, where Savannah Mayor Van Johnson is enjoying a green shake here. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, you were in Limerick to sign that friendship agreement. Talk to me about that experience.
Savannah has a great long relationship with Limerick. We have people from Limerick that came over during the potato famine. They made their homes in Savannah. They raised their families in Savannah. They contributed to making Savannah great. So this was really going back and really cementing those relationships in a very permanent way, and we're very excited about that.
I understand that Limerick and Savannah are very similar.
Very similar. We're both port cities. We both have issues with water and issues with housing. There's a housing crisis over there as well. And really about how do we keep our cities sustainable within countries that are oftentimes facing different challenges.
But they don't have the Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade.
They do not. Actually, ours is bigger than theirs.
All right.
And so we have the Limerick Town Council, City Council here. We have bands here from Limerick. They come over here because that's how we do it over here.
Right. We got the best, and you're going to be 100% Irish tomorrow.
I'm 100% Irish now after drinking this.
We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
This is good, though.
Let's get a final check of the forecast with Jeremy.
And Jeremy, people heading out to the parade tomorrow may need a jacket.
Yeah, it is going to be on the cool side early tomorrow morning with temperatures as people rush the squares in the low 50s. It's dry, though, maybe a little Muddy out there after today's rain on some of the squares. 55 as the parade steps off. Becoming windy, though. Wind gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. Back to you.
All right, Jeremy, thanks so much. Now be sure to download our very local app. You can watch the St. Patrick's Day Parade live starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Just download it for free on Roku and Amazon Fire TV.
And we'll have live team coverage with our morning show, including the running of the square, the crazy running of the square happening at 6 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for watching us, everyone. For WJCL 22 News, extensive St. Patrick's Day coverage on a Sunday.
And a special thank you to Leopold's for allowing us to share their space. Everyone have a wonderful evening.